We are here to talk about the Gleener and do a little giveaway. So I was looking at the comments on the blog this morning, and there were 34 people that commented on the blog. There were an additional 5 people that shared on Facebook. Um, the post that I put up and said, share this if you want to enter, it told me that there were actually 12 people that shared it. 4 of them were me. And then it said that 3 people, well, it said 12 people altogether, so I could only see 5 of these people. And the other 3 people, it said that I couldn't see those due to privacy settings. So I apologize if you tried to share it, but I wasn't able to see who you are, so I can't enter you. I also have to apologize for the blog. I really didn't realize that when you enter your email address into that little comment box, I thought that that made your name clickable so that I could send you an email. Apparently, it actually publishes your email address, so don't put your email address in those comment boxes. That makes no sense at all. But anyway, so I know a couple of you did that and then deleted your email address, and that is totally fine, and you're still entered. It might make it difficult, though, if somebody is chosen that does not have a link to contact you. So I'll just have to say you've got till the end of February to contact me if you see that you're the winner. And if I don't hear back from that person by March 1st, I'll pick another name when I release my March pattern. So anyway, let's talk about the Gleener. So I said that I'd do a little demonstration. So I actually just depilled most of my sweaters last month. But I found one that had a little bit of pilling around the underarm area. So that's usually where mine gets pills, is where the sleeve rubs on the side of the sweater. So I will show you this fabulous tool. So when you buy one, it comes with 3 different heads, and these heads are detachable. There's a little button here, and you just have to push the button, and then this comes off, and then you can put on another head that it's really easy. It just snaps right into place. And I tend to leave this head on just because it seems like that's what works best for the sweaters that I have. I tend to do a lot of like lightweight sweaters. But I was going to read you, let's see, the instructions are in 8 different languages, which makes me think that this product is probably available in a lot of different countries. But they have, okay, for each edge, they say like what specifically it's meant for. So this first one that has like a little cage over it, it says that this one is for large, bulky pills. So, I tried this though I have an owl sweater, the famous Kate Davies pattern, and that one is made from bulky weight wool, and I tried this giant thing on it, and I felt like it really roughed up the fabric more than I really wanted it to. So I even just used this on that bulky weight sweater. So take that with a grain of salt. They say wool and wool synthetic blends, but I don't know about that. The second one, which is this one that I tend to keep on, it says medium to large pills, best for 100% synthetics. Wait, is this really the second one? Maybe that's the third one. Oh, no, it is the second one. Okay. 100% synthetics and blends like acrylic, polyester, rayon, fleece, natural fibers such as cotton, cashmere, and merino. Oh, so that's why this works really well, because most of my sweaters are merino. And then the third one, it says fine or delicate fabrics. And it says silk blends, fine cotton, natural, and synthetic blends with viscose, nylon, and elastane. So I almost never use this, but I have almost no sweaters that, I guess I do have a couple cotton sweaters, but they are new as of last summer, so I have never tried that. So anyway, it seems like whatever kind of sweater you have, that, it has an edge for you. So let me try real quick to demonstrate this. I kind of have to climb up so that you can see. Okay, so I'm going to try this area here, and the trick is you have to hold it tight. I do it on the floor most of the time, but you actually can do it just right on your body as long as you're holding it tight. So you just do a little of that, scrape it right on there, and it doesn't matter. You can go up or down. I don't like to go sideways because I feel like that roughs it up more than it really has to. And after you do this for a minute, then you'll see that you're getting like stuff like that off of the sweater. And I don't know if you're able to see this, but it starts to just take those pills away and smooth it out. So anyway, I guess I'll have to finish that later. So anyway, I really do love this tool. It's, if I had to tell a new knitter some things that they should get to, you know, have the right tools for the job, this would definitely be on the list, along with, I love it and use it as much as my interchangeable needles. I have a favorite type of stitch marker. I have some little scissors that hang from the outside of my knitting bag that I use all the time, and the Gleener. Those are like the 4 that come to mind right off the top of my head. There was a lot of really good comments, and I didn't want to mess up the comment thread by replying and having my name in there all the time. So I just thought I'll just wait, and when I do the giveaway, I'll just answer everybody that asked a question. So let's see. Ati asked, does this work for thick wool sweaters? And yeah, it does. Like I said, I like edge number 2 for my thick wool sweaters. They say to use this guy in a cage. So you just kind of have to try it out. Jen wanted to know if it would work well with light fingering, almost lace yarn. I would say this sweater that I'm wearing is, I did not hand knit this. This is a machine knit one, and the yarn is super, super thin. So it works great on that. The thing that I would be cautious about is using it on something that is very loosely woven. Like if the stitches aren't kind of tight together, then I would be concerned about it getting a little snagged on the little tiny holes in the fabric. So if it had like a mesh pattern, or if the stitches were loose, I would be really cautious about using it on that. Let's see, Beth is talking about her cheapo shaver that she hates. And somebody else Sheila said that she had one of those battery-powered rotary blade sweater shavers, and she is not too thrilled with it because she feels like the battery always dies when she needs to depill something. I had, and I tried to bring it to show you exactly what I was talking about, but it's like this little machine. It's, no bigger than the palm of your hand, and it has a little metal piece on the front that's kind of like a metal screen, and behind it there's like I guess blades. I've had those. I've probably bought 3 or 4 of them thinking like, this is the one. I just had a cheap one before, but they're all terrible. I've never gotten one that did anything. I thought it was funny that she talked about the blade or the battery dying, because I always felt like the battery wasn't ever powerful enough. Like even when I had brand new batteries in, that thing just couldn't muster enough strength to depill anything. So yeah, those sweater shavers are not anything you need to invest in. And Triona says that she has a sweater stone. I had a sweater stone, and these little blades are very much the same material as a sweater stone. The thing that makes these work really well is that they're so thin that you're not dragging a large, like the sweater stones I've seen have been like this big, and I think they were oval. And so when you're dragging that, it's like dragging a bar of soap across the surface of your fabric, and it doesn't, like, I feel like it makes as many pills as it takes off. So the trick about having this little thin thing is that it just picks up the pills, and then it's not creating any more messing up of the fabric. So if those sweater stones had like a corner, I feel like that would kind of, like if they were rectangular or square shaped and you could kind of just get the corner on your sleeve, then that would work. But having a big piece of it doesn't work as well. So what else? Let's see. Somebody said they were going to go buy one at Bath & Body if they don't win. And yeah, they're only like $20, and you get those Bath & Body 20% off coupons. So you can get them for not too much. Becky says she uses a razor she used to use a razor on her oversized acrylic sweaters in high school. Oh, you must just be a few years older than me, Becky, because I was wearing those oversized acrylic sweaters in about 7th grade, so I remember those. Crafts on the go. I laughed when I saw this comment because I couldn't believe that I had never thought of this. She says she's going to use this on her wool coat if she wins it. And I have a wool coat that I actually stopped. A little performance there. I stopped wearing this coat because it got so pilly and it was kind of old. So I was like, I'll just buy a new coat. And it never even occurred to me, that's a wool coat. I could use the same tool that I use for my wool sweaters to fix it up. So maybe I'll have a new coat this winter. I'll just go depill that and it'll be fabulous. Speaking of cats, Kitten with a Whiplash. There's got to be a story behind that name, right? She says that she would like to use this to use on her older sweaters that she was going to donate to a shelter because she feels like they don't look like they're in very good shape, but she knows they are. They just don't look it. I think that's a fabulous idea, and I'm guilty of donating stuff that's not looking so great either. Something that I learned let's say 2013, at the end of that year, not our house, but our town got hit by a really bad tornado. And one of the things that my family and I were able to do is help with donations and be some of the people that helped at a place where if you want to donate clothing to people that now didn't have any of their belongings, you could bring it to this place in town. And what we had to do was sort through everything. And something that I realized was that if things aren't in decent shape, they get passed on. So they're not even going to be used. So if you're donating things to a shelter or to an organization that is trying to help people get back on their feet, if you wouldn't wear it, probably they're not going to pass it on. So what happens to those things is that the things that aren't in so great shape, they get passed on to a place like maybe Goodwill, and then Goodwill, if they think it's not in great shape, they'll often pass it on to another organization that ships clothing and other fabric items to like Africa, and over there it may get used or it may get repurposed into filling for a mattress or some other thing that you can use fabric for. So it's a great idea to try to freshen up things, especially something like a sweater that can really be helpful and be used for a lot longer than maybe you want to wear it. So a tool like this, you could freshen those things up, and they really can be a like new item to pass on to somebody that can use it. So fantastic idea. Great minds on Ravelry. She says that whether or not she wins this, it's going to go on her list of what to get my mom for a gift. And I think that is a fantastic idea because when I got this thing, my mom saw it. I don't remember how that happened because she doesn't live near me, but maybe I was talking about it or maybe I said something about it on Facebook or something. But she was immediately very interested, and so I got her one for her birthday, and she was very excited about it. So I think this is a fantastic give it to your mom present. She will love it. Okay, I think that's about all the things that people wanted to ask and comment on. So let's get to it. Oh, here's my cowl that I released today. I was going to show you that. It's the shape of it is a little unusual. It's not a wide cowl. It's a very tall cowl. So, whoop, it's so tall you can't even see the whole thing. So the nice thing about that is that it really does, like, you can just kind of squish it around your neck and makes for a really warm thing. And it doesn't like droop down way far, so it's kind of out of your way. I feel like sometimes when I'm doing stuff around the house, if I have on a longer cowl, if I'm loading the dishwasher, I have to make sure I'm not getting the dirty dishes rubbing against it and that kind of stuff. So it's just easier if you have something that's a little bit higher on your body to function in your life sometimes. So anyway, there's that. It's called Crush on You, and inspired by February and love and all that good stuff. So on the blog, there were 34 entries, and then there were another 5 on Facebook, and a couple of them were duplicates, and that's fine because I said you could enter both places. So um, I have 1 through 39. So I've got a random number generator, and I'm going to do the numbers 1 through 35, or sorry, 39, and then generate. And the winning number is 38. 38. So that means it's going to be someone that entered on Facebook. So 38. Oh, is Janelle Groscott. So I know her. She's somebody that I met through my yarn shop, and she went to my knitting group for a long time, and now she lives one state over from me, but I think I'm going to see her next month at a knitting retreat. So yay, I'm excited for you, Janelle. So Janelle, I do know how to contact you, so I will send you an email and let you know that you won. And to everybody else, thank you so much for entering, and thank you for sharing the post on Facebook. I appreciate all your support for the patterns, and I enjoy getting comments on the blog. I do love keeping the blog. But it's always even more fun when I know there are other people that were reading it and that actually respond, so that's always fun. So I always appreciate favorites on Ravelry. When you heart a pattern, then other people are more likely to see it too, and that's really the name of the game when you're publishing on your own, is just getting people to see your work. So thank you so much for your support and for participating in this contest, and I hope you have a great day.